Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you once again, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation, the pink full moon at the degree of faith in the season of Libra. So this is all about balancing the harmonics of our connection to the Great Spirit. It's great for some sound healing, if you will, some musical tones, if you will. This is also our hearing sister, telepathy. And being that it arrived, at least in my village, it's arriving on April 5th, 10:34 p.m., 11:34 p.m. Central, 12:34 a.m. Thursday, April 6th Eastern, 9:34 p.m. Pacific. But go ahead and check your timeline when the Goddess of the Night will apex for you. And if you don't know, for your musing pleasure, I do a live show, a mystery guest chart, mapping out the mystery guest elements. If you would like to be a guest, a secret guest on my show, and have your elemental chart looked at, subscribe to my Musing newsletter. And in the newsletter, I do have the link to sign up, or you can register in the Rising of the Origins, my private Facebook group. My only ask is that you do pay it forward. So what is the meaning of this pink moon? Well, it's the first full moon of the season of spring, the element of wood, reaching its peak illumination just 30 minutes right after the midnight hour on the East Coast, April 6th. But why is it called the pink moon? So it's been recorded in some of the Eastern native tribes, the pink moon, with the early budding of the springtime flowers, wildflowers, which are also known as moss pink for those pink colors. It's also been referred to as the breaking ice moon, or when the ducks come back. So just knowing that, and that it is the season of spring and Libra, all things that are partnership, commitments, balance, fairness, what comes to mind for me is harmony, the harmonics of sound, seed sounds, beauty, appreciating beauty, art, the beauty that surrounds all of life, the perfect blend and the balance of nature, living in the moment, relaxing in our crib, possibly or hopefully out in nature, just highlighting our relationships or the lack of there as well. Even how we show up in our relationships. Are they bringing out the best in us? Are we holding back? Are we hiding back the person that we are? Or is there a belief holding us back? Just sending these healing vibrations and feeling more confident, supported, even seen, getting confident, getting a boost of confidence to allow, to let go and transform these relationships, or shifting into one or out of one, especially if they are no longer serving our highest selves, our gift, our purpose. Because it's at the 16th degree, this is really a Libra energy, kind of choreographing with the crown energy. The 6 is opening up to receive or accept, or maybe what is it that we are shutting down from, that we no longer wish to receive. And the heart truly is the heart energy, the heart of the matter. That's the one that knows. So when our heart is opening us to receive and accept, the spirit energy, our guides, our guardian of our own personal galaxy, an ancestor even, animal totems, it really doesn't matter, whatever resonates with you, spirit gives us the go-ahead. It's driven by faith. This is a very inspirational, intuitive moon. It's about hearing, telepathy. It's about our 5th energetic center, opening up along with our heart and our crown. So the reason this full moon brings us some healing is also because the wounded healer Chiron is also in the cosmic soup. And this wounded healer is being activated. It is 1 degree behind the sun, opposing this full moon. So it's supporting us to observe how our wounds may have been guiding us within our relationships, getting to the core wounds. Are those our core wounds reflected in the partnership and the way we choose to show up, along with in our interactions with others, the environment? So sometimes these wounds really keep us stuck in a peg hole, keeping us in those deep waters, in the mud, from being embodied, being fully present in our relationships, being fully authentic. So the energy of Chiron is really being mindful of what our heart really wants. and opening up our heart to accept and receive healing from the goddess of the night, emotional healing. This brings me back to the astral field and the energetic centers that are resonating and lighting up in the astral field, our sacral center. So they don't have to hold us in a standstill, keeping us from living our best life. So the experience is there and it can exist. We can still move to a place of being whole, of being authentic, loving, having connection, beauty, music. Sometimes the healing comes in the acceptance of all of these things, loving them, understanding them, doing a totally choreography, a dance with them, just molding us into a truer vision of who we are within ourselves. Very powerful healing. And it's through the gift of the wound, where the gift of being the healer, the teacher, the intuitive, our wounds may even offer us some of the same. So really allowing the illumination of this moon, kind of stepping into the light of the moon, becoming deeper, more connected, more in tune with the world and the environment around us, even more connected with listening and tuning into that higher guidance. What we look like on the other side are Sira in the Dagara cosmology, doing the inner work, the shadow work, focusing inward, being in tune with our inner world, and then actually tuning into the outer world. We're like in this position, we're in the in-betweens of both of these realms. It's time to lean in, forging deeper connections, not being afraid. And often this energy has the tendency or a focus to kind of lose ourselves in the presence of others. I've witnessed this with several clients when they start a new relationship. It's almost as if they forget an aspect of who they are, they give up on it to be in relationship. So that's kind of the energy of it, and we don't want to really go there. We want to be the mirror. The mirror is a great assistant to find the wounded parts of who we are in this divine reflection, if you will. What else is curious is because Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is in the season of Taurus, what we manifest, the Earth star, but it's also adds to the degree of Libra, which is the 6th. Again, what are we willing to open up and receive out into the world? What does that feel like? Do I know where I belong in my heart? What do I belong manifesting, Taurus, in the earth plane? And how do I feel about that? Am I open to receive the bounty, the goodness? So it's kind of a energy. It's this culmination, if you will, a gathering, a promise of fulfillment of something that we began at the new moon. So you might have some heightened emotions, maybe some romance, maybe the rabbits of the elementals are fertilizing this. You know, we've got the rabbits producing. This is a year of producing, let me tell you. But relationship drama, possibly, maybe an epiphany, because it's got that frequency, that energy vibration. And the polarity between Aries and Libra, that really is the relationship axis of who am I, Aries, the self, and Libra, the other. Who is the other? So one is more self-assertive, Mars, which is actually in Cancer. So this is a fluidity. Our actions are in the flow. Memories, maybe we're having past life memories about an old partner. And Libra is about compromise to bring in the balance. So the moon is especially, we're being needy, not so much needy, but we're really kind of aware, I would say healing relationships. So, you know, and what comes from maintaining or sustaining a relationship? Oftentimes in relating, we need some compromise, we need some balance, we need some harmonies, but it's the topsy-turvettes. It's both parties need the balance, right? So it's just taking the action, the initiation to balance or heal. I would bring in Chiron, healing the wounds in our relationship quadrant. What were the wounds from a relationship that are no longer serving you that you can heal at this moment? And are you open to receive the bounty from the universe of a balanced relationship, whatever that is? This is for myself. You kind of want to look at where it's playing out in the houses, which I'll get to a little bit. But it really is, it's like striking a pose, having a new posture, an image, a balance between our own personal needs and wants and also the needs of the other, whatever that looks like in whatever area it's playing out for all of us. For myself, it's playing out in my house of values, so it's all going to be great. So again, you might have those epiphanies, especially those relating epiphanies, partnership epiphanies. You may even have an eye-opening epiphany during this time. So maybe experiencing things about our own interdependence, our own individuality, our need for the other, maybe a need for partnerships. Uranus is also in the aspect, so it's doing the dance with the sun and the moon and also Jupiter. So it's this whole quadrant of energies that are being healed. They're on the healing path. Maybe we're looking at the balance of the other more and less about ourselves, really helping us free up this frequency, this energy, these emotions maybe that have been held back for a timeline, if that makes sense. And if you have found yourself lost in the grips of another, a significant other, a partner, this is actually an opportunity, some insight to swim to the other side and come out more awakened, more connected to your authenticity. And if you do feel called, the energy here is just a powerful time to do some releasing, do a ritual to release any cords or connection that's actually keeping you stuck on the hamster wheel, or maybe stuck, not moving, limited. When we do this ritual, however, we are not Xing the other person, but we're simply allowing the energetic ties that we have created. I always like to bring in universal streams first, along with our personal streams, bringing them in to the area where we need to release the cord. I really don't like cutting. I think that's abrasive and it's shocking energetically. So if we just allow healing streams from the universe and our personal streams to kind of coagulate like blood into that area, and then ask the Great Spirit to release it and send it back with blessings of gratitude for the experience. That's kind of how I see that. And also, on a side note, Jupiter being connected, it's like the rabbit. It multiplies, right? So we've got this attention so we can really take action and initiate this, like for healing. It's like the blessing of betrayal in a way. That's kind of how if you've listened to Malidoma Some, you can Google him on YouTube, the blessing of betrayal. It's a great insight there about that. But these Jupiter, producing, expanding, multiplying this energy, and just kind of be an observership of areas in your life where you can lean in and allow for this cleansing to happen for you. So it really is just a great time. There really is a lot of energy on the opposing side of the moon, quite honestly, but it's bringing us all into this awareness. So with all of that, let's start with the season of Libra, since this goddess of the night is in your quadrant. So just know, Libra, you've got the power. I love that song. You've got the power. This energy of this full moon, this pink moon, is going to bring this culmination of a significant personal project, maybe an endeavor that you've been very, very, very focused upon that means the world to you. So really stand in your illumination and demand your worth, your value in all aspects of your life. I see this like shining out in all of the quadrants of your natal chart. Demand your worth in every area, every aspect of your life. Scorpio, hey, are you ready to slow things down? This moon is kind of telling you to take a breath and a pause, to chill, take a break. It's time to rest and recalibrate, recharge. And also, Pluto's doing the dance. So you just need to be hyper aware of that. It's probably directly squaring some of you, being if you're a net zero Scorpio. So you may be feeling a little bit burned out. This will give you time and space to really reflect, be in solitude, be by water, reflect in your life where you are already and where is it you want to go. Dreams, how's your dream space? Those might be really intense. So really tune in and listen to what your heart and the Great Spirit are actually trying to guide you with, or what are they speaking? This is a telepathic hearing sister moon. Sagittarius, what? Life is not only about work. However, it's time to play. It's time to do the dance. So you're kind of getting your social life energized, bringing exciting events, adding them to your calendar. It's not an idea to overwork yourself. So, it's time to go play catch up, meet new people. And also, how's your romance? Possibly there's something to be added there. But in order for you to reach your heart in these aspirations, open the door and accept, speak up if the opportunity arrives at your doorstep. Capricorn, are you ready to make those moves? Professional career ones. This pink moon is spotlighting your house of career and legacy, how you're seen in the world, perhaps in a way of an upcoming review, maybe a new job offer. So really, what would you like to scale towards next? What is it, something that you need to reflect upon? What have you accomplished over the past year? It's time to charge into new echelons, new worlds. Some Capricorns are also maybe going to receive a publicity or an award, an acknowledgement in their career space. It's also, I'm sitting here musing how Saturn has just entered into Pisces, the ruler of you. So it kind of makes me feel like there's this dreamy kind of limitation that may be happening for you in your dream space. So just kind of muse about that. That just came in as a download. Sorry, not sorry. Aquarius, it's time to explore new territory. Hello, Pluto on top of this. Boy, this is so great. It's not just the full moon, but you're going to have this feeling, especially kind of curiosity and questioning everything. What is the future? Charge onward. It reminds me of Onward, the show with the two little guys from the other world. Love that show. But, this could mean a variety of different things, especially for all Aquarians. I'm telling you, Pluto is renovating, right? It's revolutionizing how you're actually going to be seen in the world. Maybe climbing into your skin, being embodied. Maybe you create a spiritual acumen. Maybe you decide it's time to go back to school, publish a book. Maybe you become a scholar. Maybe the media. Maybe you're jumping out and doing a YouTube show. Whatever it is, be excited, explore the world. It's time to navigate new time, space, and this is just an acumen. It's a great time for you to climb in and actually do that. Pisces, the truth. Oh, the cosmic truth is likely to come out. So this pink moon is going to spotlight where you stand in a significant partnership, whether it's in business or in love, because Libra is partnerships, right? So you could be actually growing closer than ever before, or deciding it's time to go your separate ways. Maybe you're got one foot in this world, one foot in the other. It's about equality. It's about balance in all of your connections. That's truly authentic and very important to you. And Saturn is also heading into your quadrant. So you might be feeling this within inside yourself, like maybe you're feeling spiritually limited, Pisces spirit. Maybe you sense that you're being some limitations in the structure of your connection with the divine, if that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little topsy-turvy-ish. Aries, what's happening for you? Well, you're at this pivotal axis, especially in your romantic life. My son's an Aries, and I am witnessing this. So this is it's an opportunity to really grow closer than ever before, or the sparks end. They're shattered. It's fractioned. It's time to move on. So if your relationship, if you're in one, and this sounds like an exciting time because it is the declaration of love, a decision to move in, an engagement, even marriage, those kinds of things. And if you're single, you might carry this frequency, energy, vibration as well. Maybe you're looking for somebody. Maybe you want to be in a long-term relationship. However, if you are not feeling the alignment, the resonance with whomever this special person is, maybe it's time to take a breath and a pause, sit with your partner and kind of get into the frequency of the relationship. What's the stand? What's happening? It might mean working through the chaos, the drama, and going your separate ways, or it might be the opposing forces. We are in the season of nature magic, and when nature is not being authentic, chaos and drama come to the forefront. That's the cosmology of the Dagara when it comes to nature, and that's the season we're in. Taurus, whether you're doing the cosmic dance or not, doing the manifestation, doing the work, big shifts are on the horizon in that area of your life. You may be busier than ever, juggling all these different responsibilities on the job, but it's likely it could go one of two ways. It is the juggler, putting the finishing touches on a project instead of like burning the bridges at both ends, taking on more, allowing your boss to shovel more stuff on the desk. So you might even end up leaving a position. Just know that it's been a long time coming and you're actually destined for a better place. Even if you're unemployed, maybe you need to freshen up your resume, maybe tighten it up, make it more clear. So if you end up leaving, maybe taking more time for yourself, your own inner well-being. So kind of switch up your daily routine, make those healthier choices around fitness and diet. This is all 6th house corridor. Gemini. I'm a Gemini, and this is quite funny, so we'll see what happens, right? But it's the energy of the year where it's bubbly, fun, optimistic, both personally and romantically. It's about this excitement. It's being supercharged, electric, enjoying life, hobbies, sports, entertainment. But maybe it's the attitude or, it's the love charm, the mood for love. So if you're single, this may bring in the opportunity, pulling ourselves together, if you will, pulling ourselves together, nurturing ourselves, and then putting ourselves out there to find somebody to fan the flames within our own heart space. It's got to be heart instigated. Really, you might set up some dating apps, options, possibly. I don't know. I don't really feel this, but it'll probably happen at the grocery store if you know me. And if you're in a relationship, it's time to really enjoy making intimacy, laughter, pleasure be your top priority. It's an excellent time even to create the bun in the oven, whether you plan on having kids or not. It's about that frequency, energy, vibration. Cancer, are you ready to get to the feel of all the feelings? You are ruled by the moon. And the pink moon is going to spotlight on your past, your memoirs, in addition to your family, your heritage, your upbringing. So this might just cause you to pay some attention to a particular family or parenting situation. It really does remind me of the memoirs, getting to the root cause of a memory, if you will. Might be past life, but it also has the energy where it could be directed towards your home, your domestic life, real estate for that matter. Maybe there's a significant change in your future, whether it could be somebody in your home, like revamping your living space, remodeling, relocating completely, stuff like that. Leo, I know some Leos. So Leos, now's not the time to hold back your essence, whether you're working on a big project, maybe you've got an initiative, maybe you're finalizing the details, maybe a critical contract. So this energy is going to bring in the cosmic dusting, if you will, exciting ideas that are going to energize and broadcast out into the world a vision coming forward. So, if you happen to have any proposals on the line, something that you need to submit even to the universe, allowing and doing it now. Virgos, are you ready for an income switch up? It's guaranteed. It's about time, isn't it? So this full moon is really energizing our prosperity sector, giving us the chance to really monetize our magnetic manifestations and really assess our choreography, budget, finances. It could also potentially come in the form of a raise, a new job offer, a side hustle. But if a stream of income ends in the near future at this time, it's time to really utilize the power of this lunation to get a move on to find something even better. The door is opening for you. Again, myself, I'm going through this. Just know the universe is moving us to where we belong, and we belong doing something better and just allowing. So with all of that, I like to do 3 breaths in, hold for a count of 3, and 3 breaths out. Just kind of cleansing your chalice, bringing energy in from the universal streams, from the oneness, all the way in through the crown, all the way down, and just exhale through the root into the earth star. And then inhale your personal streams, do the same thing. So we're doing a cosmic dance, just embodying the body. You can do this with eyes closed if you want, or driving down the road. We're just kind of streaming in, channeling, maybe not doing it driving down the road now that I said that out loud. So kind of taking a breath and a pause, getting embodied, and just in the center of the heart that you are, also called the God spot, the chalice. I would call this the queen. Whatever your chalice looks like, your beating heart, your heart wave, the fire energy of the heart, and kind of marinating in that space, bringing in a gatekeeper, a guardian of your galaxy, an animal totem, a being from another world, an angel, whatever that feels like for you. And just settling in, bringing in through the crown all the way down to the root center. Holding for a count of 3. Exhaling through the throat center. Inhale to the heart space. Count of 3. Exhale to the root center. We're just allowing these universal streams to kind of go into the crevices and the places where we need them the most, healing those wounds. And being that Chiron is in Aries, I feel like the wounds of our root center, the time where we were in the womb before we were born, pre-birth to 6 months, our arrival on the earth place. So just kind of going in there and allowing the universal streams to cleanse the root chalice, healing the wounds of a lifetime. Exhale and release. And even breathing in universal streams, holding and filling in all those corridors, and releasing any cords that might be connected to the root. Exhale and release. Inhale through to the throat center, being able to open up and accept and receive and utilize our voice. What does your heart authentically want to speak about your partnerships, your relationships, even your wounds? What does your heart really want to expand upon? What is it you want to manifest and bring into this world? What do you belong manifesting? What is the feeling about that manifestation? Are you willing to open up and accept, and more importantly, receive the blessing and the bounty from the universe? Exhale and release into the Earth Star. Inhale through the crown all the way down to the root. I hope you can feel this. And I keep filling on red light, red streams of red, to really activate and boost the root center, knowing we are safe, we are secure, and we are going through some major renovations with Pluto entering Aquarius. We're just getting a little taste of it right now. Exhale and release. Now inhale to the heart space. Hold for a count of 3. Recalibrating the heart, harmonizing the heart. And if you could bring in a sound healing. This is the healing heart of sound, utilizing the throat center, Vishuddha, along with hearing, telepathy, the hearing sister, words. Maybe you speak in tongues or light language, hearing words, sounds. Exhale, release. Inhale through the throat with the ability to open up and accept and receive spiritual gifting, spiritual truths, hearing the sounds, your own personal seed sounds, and the notes that really boost and uplift your entire I am presence. Exhale and release. Now just inhale to the crown and let it sit there and hold for a count of 3. What prophetic insights is the Great Spirit balancing and harmonizing for you in your spiritual gifting? What are your spiritual gifts? Are you spiritually gifted in manifesting? Are you spiritually gifted in emotional empathy, kinesthetic gifts? Are you spiritually gifted in getting insight, getting information, self-confidence, your will center, the solar plexus? Exhale and release. Now I want you to bring it into the heart center. This is our relational channel. And being that we're talking about Libra and our partnerships, along with ourself, Aries, we're healing our inner wounds of how we allow people outside of us to treat us. And we're holding our spiritual octave, our spiritual truths, feeling the Great Spirit, healing the wounds of a lifetime in relationships, how we've allowed our outer relationships to treat us in all of these corridors and all of these containers. Exhale and release. And just allow the Great Spirit to send you a sound wave and recalibrate the entire essence of who you are, how you treat yourself inside of yourself, and how you treat yourself in your day-to-day world. What are the sounds in nature that come to you? Birds chirping, water flowing. What are the sounds? A bubbling spring, the winds, the whisper of the trees. What's happening for you? And just allow the Great Spirit to send you these frequency vibrations, these sounds, and really listen to the higher sound of love. What does love sound like for you? And by now your body should be totally vibrating, frequenting the frequency of who you are and how you treat yourself, and anything less than treating yourself better in your behavior, actions, character, the Great Spirit, those universal streams are dissipating them. You deserve to feel the frequency of the Great Spirit from this day forward, opening up and receiving through your heart. Heartfelt faith, knowing things are getting better for the betterment of the whole. And with that, I say Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings. And if this episode inspired you in some way, please share to your galactic juicy friends that need some insight. We are all doing fantastic. I have upcycled, up-leveled from I am doing great during the experience. So through all the cosmic hiccups that we've been experiencing, just know that we are doing greater than ever before. And no longer do we need to allow anybody to steal our light, dim our light. And with that, again, I say Ashe, so mote it be. Blessings to you, and I'll see you on the other side.